and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Otherwise, stay on the line. Guys, this is Final Thoughts, and tonight's going to be over preparedness. I know I was supposed to do it over preparedness the day I had my heart attack. But, guys, you can't prepare for a heart attack. They can pop up out of nowhere. So I've literally seen a 25-year-old completely healthy young man go home from work one day because he didn't feel good, had a heart attack, and died on his front porch. So, yeah, they can happen anywhere. What's up, Davey? How you doing, brother? First one in. Sorry I had to cut out of your live stream early, man. It was time to eat. I was hungry. What's up, Rashad? Man, everything's going great over here, dude. We might have a sponsor. We might have a lawyer. Everything's looking up. I found a pro bono. So everything's looking great. We're going to wait for a few more people to get in here. And then we're going to get on to preparedness. All right, guys? And there's different ways to be prepared. Hey, my Jin Jin. Hi, baby. How you doing? That's my girlfriend for everybody who doesn't know. So, yeah, there's different kinds of preparedness. And, there's different things you have to be prepared for, especially as you grow older. For one, you need to be prepared for what it's like to pay taxes, pay bills, because it's going to kick your butt if you ain't. You need to be prepared on how to manage your finances. You need to be financially prepared. You need to be physically prepared. You need to be, material-wise prepared. Guys, I live in an area with hurricanes. Everybody's got an emergency storm kit, and that's one of the things that, oh, hey, Foxy, where you been, girl? Oh, yeah, effing taxes, right? But yeah, it's just ugh. But guys, you need to be prepared for any situation, guys, and that's hard to do. It really is, because you might not think of something down the road. Like I had mentioned in the beginning of the film, I never expected to have a heart attack at 37, especially not for my epilepsy. And I figured if I was going to have a heart attack, I was going to be my dad's age when it happened, because I actually eat pretty healthy, guys. Most of what I eat is homemade. If it's not that often, maybe once a month, that we actually have to run out and go grab some pizza or something like that. Oh, I got you, Foxy. I got you, sweetie. Yanti, how you doing? Yanti Octavia, welcome. Guys, let's get them likes up. Let's get them subscriptions going. Let's get them bill icons hit. Welcome to the show. This is Clint Gage's Final Thoughts. We're talking about preparedness, guys. One of the things that I was always taught was since I do, and I love you too, my Jen. Since I do actually, since I did grow up in the swamps and the forests and everything like that, it was easy for people to get lost. It happened quite often. So my grandfather taught me wilderness survival, taught me bushcrafting, taught me how to use a knife, how to use a gun, how to use a bow and arrow, how to make a bow and arrow, things of that sort. So that way you can survive, and guys, that's a level of preparedness that a lot of us don't have, and some of us need. He taught me how to grow and how to live off the land, and that's a preparedness that a lot of people have to take into consideration. Have you ever had an opioid problem? Just asking because I'm battling addiction with fentanyl and seeking all advice. Today I started Cartom after this being my 5th day cold turkey. Man, Rooster Boy, that's rough. I've never battled an opioid addiction or an addiction myself other than tobacco. But I will tell you this, man. There's a friend of mine. She is called Destined to Recover. Look her up at capital D, Destined, number 2, Recover. And it's a capital R. That's all one word. So go look her up, man. She might have a lot of really good advice for you. She just went live. So, brother, I hope you join the nights. We're here for you. And definitely That's a level of preparedness there whenever you decided to go on ahead and get the kratom. I guess that's for, helping you with DTs and everything like that. But, definitely, I won a place called Livestream and couldn't make it to get treatment. Ooh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I got you now, man. So yeah, dude, go check out Destined to Recover, man. She might have more advice for you. Sorry about breaking the train of thought there for that, but man, that young man needs some help. Guys, let's all give him some prayers. I want all my knights to try to give this man a good round of applause for trying to get off fentanyl, and for actually asking for help. Because the first step to healing, my friend, is asking for help. So check out Destined to Recover. She might have a lot of good advice for you. No problem, Rooster Boy. Come back anytime, please. You are so welcome. Hey, Superior Aviation. What's up, KG the Goat? Yeah, hello, everybody who just joined, man. All right, so let's get back to this. Preparedness. All right, guys. One of the easiest ways to be prepared for certain situations is to carry around a first aid kit. I carry around a small one, when I'm out and about walking down the road and everything. Now, I say it's small, but guys, it's got sutures, it's got needles, it's got hemostats, it's got a tourniquet, it's got, quite a few things in it that I carry around with me. I wear a backpack when I walk around. So, that way, I can be prepared for almost any situation. I definitely, oh, you're Redneck Gage. Okay, brother. I got you, Goat. I got you, KG. Can't believe that you changed your name, brother. But anyway, so, preparedness for, natural disasters. That's another thing you got to worry about. I know in California, they got these natural wildfires that go down all the time. And then sometimes they're not so natural. Like I've heard these new ones were actually set by somebody. I don't know if that's true or not. If Flying 90 shows up, we can definitely ask. But, there's also the situations of being medically prepared. Do you have all your medical information set up and stored away in a place where you can reach it easily? So that way, if something medically does happen, say a heart attack or heat stroke or anything like that, your family has access to be able to grab that material and rush out the door with it to make sure you are taken care of. Guys, there's a lot of ways to be prepared. Here's the biggest one, and this is usually the hardest one: being mentally prepared. All right, guys, situations can rise up that should make you panic, like a car wreck, or in my case, a heart attack, but you can't panic. And that's the hardest thing to do. You can't panic till it's time to panic. And when it's time to panic is when there's literally no other options left. That it's done. It's happening. That's when you panic. But guys, I didn't panic when I had the heart attack because I knew if I did, it was going to make my heart rate go even worse. So I calmed down. And because of that and a Bayer aspirin, they were able to calm my heart down enough to where the seizure no longer was short-circuiting the natural pacemaker in my heart. So that was a total relief, big time. But guys, y'all got to be able to take and learn to be prepared. My younger viewers, for sure. Even guys that are in their 20s, come on, guys, y'all. A lot of you guys don't even carry around, emergency car repair kits in your trucks and vehicles. Guys, you might need some emergency oil. You might need some emergency flashlight, water, blankets for if you live up north. Guys, being prepared for any situation is not a bad thing. A lot of these people want to pick on doomsday preppers and things of that sort. But guys, think about it. When everything falls apart, which eventually it will. Nothing lasts forever. When everything falls apart, who's going to survive? It's going to be the richest of the rich and those who know how to live off the land. A lot of these people a lot of these young folks that have never seen anything but a computer or a, cell phone screen, they're going to have a hard time, guys. And here soon, that's what this channel is going to be about. I'm working on getting me some 5-gallon buckets. We're going to start planting us a little garden out in front of the RV. And you guys are going to get to go on ahead and follow me on that little journey too. We're going to plant ourselves a little mini garden. We're going to have some bell peppers, maybe some onions, garlic, stuff like that. But that's preparedness. That also just helps you with getting ready for groceries, guys. If you can save a little extra money on groceries, do it any way you can. Get some chickens, get a little garden going, maybe buy yourself a little goat or something like that every now and then. Guys, those wouldn't hurt. These are ways to be prepared for your family to hit hard times. Not only that, but make sure you have a savings account, guys, not a checkings account, a savings account. And you put back in it every month at the least. I do it every check if I could. I'd put $100 back every single check if I was able to, which I do put $100 back every single check that I get. But I put myself in a bind because of that. However, whenever it comes down to, oh my gosh, I've got a busted toilet, or oh my gosh, my window got knocked out by my niece playing baseball or something like that, I've got the money to fix it. And that's what matters. That's preparedness, and preparing your mind for certain situations is sometimes the hardest. When we were in basic training, and I went through that because yes, I signed up for the Army. No, I did not graduate basic training. I am not a veteran. Don't say thank you for your service. I did not make it through. I tried. Guys, that's the only thing I could say. I showed my patriotism and I tried. The only thing is I got hurt. It happens, so I had to get sent home. But anyway, we were totally prepared for that day too, but accidents will still happen. So remember that too. No matter how well prepared you are, there will be accidents. There will be slip ups. You got to learn how to overcome and adapt those. That's part of being prepared. Preparedness is adaptation. That's all it is. Adapting to overcome to your situation by using what tools you can gather and hoard long enough for them to need to be used. And, there's been so many situations I've seen where people are pulled over on the side of the road. They don't even have a spare tire. They don't have a tire gauge. They don't have anything in their car, no jack, no nothing to be able to change a tire, and they've got to turn around and call a tow truck and have the tow truck bring them a tire, change their tire, and then drive off and spend a couple $100, guys, where they could literally just buy the tire, go buy a cheap $40, good tread tire and throw it in the backseat or throw it in the bed of your truck or the trunk of your car. Throw yourself a tire tool off in there. They don't cost much money. Go get yourself a nice little car jack. They don't cost a hell of a lot either. They're a little more expensive than a tire tool, but they'll at least save you butt. And then watch some YouTube videos on how to change a tire. Guys, it's not hard. It's really, really not. I'm not a mechanic and I can change a tire. I'll be the first one to tell you I'm not a mechanic. Don't ask me to fix your car, but you need to change your tire. I got you covered. But guys, that's what I'm getting at about preparedness. I see a lot of vehicles like that now that I live in the city. Well, I call this a city. It's a town. But I've seen many of those situations. A lot. The van works, bro, Jin. All right, nice. Congratulations. Yeah, check out the Discord down below, guys, for sure. But anyway, you know, we have in this country a situation on our hands. And that situation is compliance. We're getting so compliant on services and things being disposable that we don't stop to think about the ease and care that it would take in the short amount of time out of our existence that it would take to prepare ourselves a little better for life. You know, guys, I know an old lady buys all of her vegetables in bulk. And by bulk, I mean she buys 50-pound bags of vegetables at a time. 50 pounds of potatoes, guys. You know, but what she does is she cans every bit of them. That woman eats and buys groceries once a year. I mean, she doesn't eat once a year, but she buys groceries once a year. You know, her grandsons, her husband, her kids, her brothers, they all bring the meat, you know, from hunting and from raising animals. Now, farming and stuff like that isn't always for everyone. But, however, fishing, hunting, making clothing, you know, that's another thing. Guys, my men out there, learn to sew. Sounds stupid. Learn to sew. What happens when you're alone? You got a big tear like this. You know, if I was younger, when I was younger, if I'd have known how to sew like I do now, that tear wouldn't exist. You know, but I didn't know how to sew back then, guys. But now I've learned, you know, I'm learning how to do technology now. You know, that's something I had to be prepared for. I had to mentally prepare myself for the fact that this was going to be hard to figure out. And yeah, it's a little. StreamYard tonight for a bit. That's up to Jin, sweetie. You know, hey, Roach, what's up? Oh, yeah, learn to do laundry. Learn to fold your own damn clothes. Excuse the language. But my niece right now is 10, as a lot of y'all know. She hates folding clothes. She hates doing dishes. And I'm constantly making her do it. And the reason being is because she needs to do it when she gets her own home. You know, I've seen a lot of these videos of young girls that are just now hitting their 20s, and you know they're telling men, "I'm a high value woman, but I don't cook, I don't clean, I don't do a damn thing, and you're gonna pay for everything." Guys, that's not a high value woman. In fact, that's a very low value woman. And the reason being is because she doesn't value herself enough to understand that she needs to earn what she has. She thinks she can get by on her looks alone. And guys, no. You may be able to do that while you're in your 20s, dearie, but once you hit your 30s, it gets a little rougher on you, baby. Trust me on that one. I've seen it happen. My sister thought she was going to skirt by the rest of her life on her looks. Now she's short and fat. As soon as you have that first kiddo, them looks go out the door, baby. But, you know, that's all good because looks don't matter. If you got the right man, he ain't going to give a crap about your looks. You know, if you're the right woman, you ain't going to give a crap about what he makes. All you're going to give a shit about is, are y'all prepared, and pardon the language, but are y'all prepared to be able to take and raise a family? Are you prepared to start a home? Are you prepared to make a life together? You know, guys, that's another part about being prepared that people don't think of. They don't think before they get married nowadays, guys. I have a friend, all right? I'm not going to tell you who he is, but oh, man, this may have been the biggest mistake of his life. All right, he met this girl. Barely knows her. Does nothing. She sits at her house and plays around or she sits at their house and plays around on her iPad all day. That's all she does, guys. And I do mean all she does. She doesn't do anything else. He is a first responder, guys. He works 2 jobs to support her way of life. He works 2 jobs. And he's been with her for 3 months. And he's done proposed, guys. He's done asking her to marry him. Oh my God. I'm like, talk about not prepared, bro. You don't know what you're getting into. And it's not that marriage is a bad thing. He don't know what he's getting into because he doesn't know the girl. He's only known her for 3 months. Guys, it takes years to get to know somebody. Why do you think the shortest time that back in the Victorian era they used to allow for betrothal? You were not allowed to get married until you had been engaged for 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. So that way you could know the person before you married them. Why? Because divorce was not a pretty thing back then. Rich people didn't get divorced. Nobody got divorced back then. It was too expensive, guys. It's still too expensive. So be prepared. Make sure you know who you get with before you get with them. Make sure you know you want them. Make sure you know y'all can spend the rest of y'all's lives together. Because if you don't, guys, you're only leading down the road to heartache. You're only going to hurt yourself. And that's the truth. Now, another form of preparedness, guys. This one's kind of self-explanatory. Guys, if you know when you go to a party, if you know you're going to be drinking, if you know you're going to be doing anything illegal, because I know some of my viewers probably puff on the Magic Dragon a little bit. Guys, if y'all know y'all are going to be doing that, have a designated driver and make sure he is a sober guy. Like he doesn't want to do any of that stuff, but make sure he's at least going to be a life of the party kind of thing. But yeah, I know, right, Foxy? But so guys, if you're going to partake in drugs and alcohol, make sure you got a ride home. We don't need any. Ooh, excuse me. Hello, I didn't know where that came from. But we don't need any more crosses on the side of the road. We don't need any more mothers mourning their children or fathers mourning their wives and sons and daughters. Guys, these are all things that should be common sense, and not very many people use common sense anymore. That's why I call it just sense. So use some sense and be prepared, guys. Make sure you have what you need. If you're going to school, make sure you have your books, your paper, your pens, your highlighters, everything you need. If you're going to college, make sure you got all your stuff together. If you're going to work that next morning, make sure you got all your tools. Make sure you got your uniform on. Make sure you got your name tag. Make sure you got your wallet. Make sure your driver's license in it. And make sure you got some emergency cash on you, guys. That's another thing about being prepared. Stash some cash in different places around. Guys, stash some emergency cash in the car, in a chute, in your mattress, wherever you want to hide it, guys. I got some emergency cash stashed down the barrel of a 410. All I got to do is just take a rod and go, and I got a $200 bill that drops out. Well, not $200 bill, but you know what I mean. I got $200 sitting in there, but that's emergency money. I don't want to touch it. And you want to know why? Because I'm going to need it to pay for the daggone ambulance that I just had to go into the hospital in. But anyway, so we got about 5 more minutes left here on the discussion of preparedness. So I'm just going to go on ahead and wrap it up, guys, and we'll get straight into the hangout. Because I got kind of something that I really kind of like that I want you guys to see that I pulled out of storage not that long ago that I think you'll like. Shows you how much of a nerd I am too. Oh, guys, but definitely learn to become a little bit more prepared, guys. Definitely try to figure out ways to be prepared for anything and everything. That's why I told you guys when I went to make this merchandise store, give me time. When I went to make this charity, give me time. Why? I want to be prepared. I don't want to be blindsided by nothing and us lose all of our hard work. Guys, because I'm not the only one working hard here, guys. Y'all have been promoting. Y'all have been recruiting. Y'all are doing great. Y'all are absolutely smashing. I couldn't do any of this without you guys. Y'all absolutely make my day every time I come on here. Y'all make me laugh. Y'all make me smile. I haven't even really had trolls in forever, guys. I've had like 2, and that was it. And I've always heard that if you get in trolls, you're making it. But for some reason, they just don't want to mess with us. Guys. But we're doing absolutely amazing on our watch hours and everything. We're pretty close to monetization, guys. We only need another 1,500 watch hours, and then we're monetized. And that would be great. And then we also have close to maybe another 460. And then we're at 1,000 people. We hit 460 in the first 2 months. Let's see if we can do that again, guys. We've had a few new subscribers today. I'd like to welcome y'all. If y'all are watching, thank you very much. If the rest of y'all are new here that are watching, please go on ahead. Feel free to like and subscribe. If you've been watching me this far, you might find my rest of my videos interesting. So guys, love y'all. Definitely do. And make sure that y'all stay safe and take care of yourselves tonight. Okay, guys? We had a little bit of a tornado over here, but we're all good. It only rearranged some lawn ornaments. It wasn't nothing to really worry about. We went right through the middle of downtown. Oh, man. Hi, KG. Oh, yeah. 1,000 subs and we can activate live chat donations. Yes. Yes, we can. Speaking of donations, guys, I finally got a hold of Cash App's Happy Rear End, and I found out what was going on. And it was my end. I was the goof up. I reacted too quickly, and I put in my old address in Ohio. So I had to cancel that card. And then the second application that I sent in, my phone did not send. So it was all my end. That was my screw up. Sorry, guys. It takes me a couple of times to get these cell phone applications right sometimes. So I'm the reason why we're still waiting on the Cash App card. Pardon me, guys. I took a breathing treatment from with a friend of mine earlier just to try to clear up my lungs a little bit more. And yeah, I'm coughing up some crap. But you know what? Better out than in. Poor Ghost, he ain't here to scream his favorite time of the night. Meds! Oh, by the way, turtle update. Little Buck is doing good. He ate himself a couple of big, fat, juicy earthworms today, so we got him to eat. He didn't eat any of his lettuce. Took one bite out of his strawberry. But I think he was full from the earthworms, because when I'm saying fat, big earthworms, I mean big, fat earthworms. So he should be doing great, guys. We might be able to actually get him to eat after all. I'm going to see if I can get him to eat some of these special dried shrimp that they sell that are high in calcium and a lot of other vitamins that he needs as a turtle. So, Yeah, we're gonna move right along with our little turtley friend. Turtle, turtle, turtle. And I checked today, couldn't get a kiddie pool. Blah. I couldn't get a kiddie pool today, guys. So they didn't have them at Dollar General, and Walmart's a little far for us. So we gonna try again tomorrow to try to get the kiddie pool. But anyhow, guys, so we're here at 30 minutes now. So now it's the hangout time. Oh, what's up, Jack? That's a interesting choice of picture. Why Adolf? By the way, guys, this was what I was going to show y'all that I got out of storage. Ah, it's Godzilla. My little Godzilla statue that I got. Little baby Godzilla. I love this little thing. He looks so cute. He's like if a gremlin and Godzilla were mixed together. Like if I had a Chihuahua for a Godzilla, that would be it. And I would be all over it. Are you going to repaint it? Actually, no. This was the way it came painted. So I'm going to leave it alone. This is official from Legendary Pictures. It's a Busy Pop figure. It's just my box got wet. And this was the only thing that was still protected. So I couldn't keep him in the box. But it's the original paint job, so I'm going to leave that alone. But he's just a nice little collectible. And probably going to put him in my turtle tank. And have him stand there in my turtle's tank. You know. But yeah, my little Godzilla. No, Godzilla, don't run away. Guess we'll put him right there in the background for everybody to see. Like the stream. Are you reading earlier chats? I can go check real quick. He needs some green in him. All right. I'm prepared for myself and others. There you go, Foxy. I have $2,000 for my dog in case of emergency and monthly amounts of $1,000 for donations. Ooh. All right, what was you talking about there, KG? Because I don't see anything special that I don't think I noticed. But anyway, guys, so still haven't heard. Notice how he skipped the singing comments. Oh, wait, I did? Oh. Yeah, KG, we earn mod ships around here, man. I don't. Oh, wait. I used to sing that song in my youth before I knew. Oh, wait. Y'all want me to sing Puff the Magic Dragon? What's up, Powerpuff Girl? You still here? My Jin's still here? Go down. Oh, no. I did not mean to do that. Hang on. Let me put the Discord back up, guys. I gotta find it. There it is. Replace pet. There we go. HIV. What do you mean HIV? My other channel got deleted. This is my new channel. Still sad that all my progress is gone. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I thought you were because I thought you were talking to someone else, but they were in the chat. Oh, okay. Oh, hi. Okay, my dear. I got you. Okay, be right back. I'll see you later, Jen Jen. Yeah, I hope we're not going to have no trouble, guys, because I haven't had to pull them out yet, but I'll go on ahead and whip them out just in case the trolls show up because it's getting late. Guys, I am going to take this off. It got wet earlier today, so it's kind of shrinking a little bit, and I got to stretch it out again. That and when it dries, it's itchy. Yeah, like the stream, guys, and please share and subscribe. It's wonderful having new people here. We always look forward to having new nights. We definitely have been growing in our pursuits here, guys. We are getting so much further. How did you got a bat? What do you mean a bat? Brian, what do you mean by a bat? Oh, yeah. Troll's Bane. It's not a bat, it's an axe. That's my prop I use to cut people out of the chat whenever they're misbehaving. So yeah, that's what I use for it's just a prop for the show and a training axe for whenever I'm outside and it's not raining its butt off. Because unfortunately I haven't been able to train here lately because of my heart attack. Which makes me sad. All right, my love, you're back. Oh, Tite, let's get some water up in here. There we go. All right. Kind of sleepy? Hey there, Sigma boy. How you doing? Sorry, kind of sleepy there, Brian. Yeah, welcome everyone. Glad to see everybody's here. Thank you, Foxy, for being so kind and sweet to everybody. For those of y'all that are new, we got a new decoration for the show. I got to find a way to set it up, but we got a new decoration for the show. We got a little Godzilla here. I still wish this was a real animal, guys. I would so be like, this is my little pot-bellied lizard, you know? So, guys, y'all get to figure out what the name for the new little Godzilla is going to be. It's Friday. Wake the F up. Oh, yeah. No kidding. Everybody's time to wake up. You know, guys, we're going to have a great Friday. After I get off here and get done talking to my Jen, we going to go over to my friend. We're going to go back over to my friend's house. We're going to have some fun tonight because it's Friday night. My friend's wife's off work, and we're just going to sit around and have a good old time, watch some good shows. Wind made it look like something was messing with my curtain for a minute there. What you mean by Goku? But yeah, we're probably going to be watching that new Kraven movie tonight because one of my favorite Spider-Man villains was Kraven the Hunter. So we're probably going to check out that new movie. Reptar. His name should be Reptar. The name for the Godzilla. Goku. Okay. We can call him Goku, call it Reptar. Whoever comes up with the one that actually makes me laugh the loudest, that's probably going to be what the name's going to be. We can run a poll on Discord. All right, Foxy, that sounds good to me. I got you. We can find a way to name him. Mm-hmm. So far, I've been calling him Gator Jr. You read my mind, Hobbit. Oh, you got a name? What you got, Brian? Let's see what Brian comes up with. I'll hold the lizard up again so I can take a screenshot of him. Ha-cha-cha-cha. Definitely a good little image of him, though. He would definitely make a cute little baby Godzilla. Like if Legendary Pictures decided to bring in baby Godzilla, like this is how they need to do him. Absolutely freaking adorable. Because I don't know about you guys, but I love Godzilla. The evil animal. I love to follow my eyes. Got it. How about the flying burrito? Sleeping dino. All right. We getting it. We get it. I love the fellow me eyes. I love the fellow me eyes. I love the follow me eyes. All right, what are you trying to say there, Foxy? Because like grammar. Fire dog. There we go. Fire dog's not bad. Fire dog's not bad at all. I love Dino. In love, Dino. The lizard's eyes follow you when you turn him. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool. My little buddy over there. Just chilling. They're called follow me eyes. I got you. I got you now. Yeah, it does kind of look like no matter where you're at, he's kind of staring at you, doesn't it? But he's hello there, Yahidi. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Flaming Dino. Welcome to the screen, guys. To the screen. Good Lord. Welcome to the stream, guys. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. You know, have some fun, guys. I look like Godzilla. You know, I take that as a compliment, buddy. I really do. Because I'm a huge Godzilla fan. And besides, if I look like the king of the monsters, then I don't think anybody gonna mess with me. I call his nickname Scary Flying Shark. What about Godzuki like the cartoon Godzilla? You know what, Davey? You know what? That might be what we do. Okay, our first actual entry into the poll, guys. Godzuki. That's going to be the first one. Flaming Demon. Well, I already got one named Demon. Shuck. Come here, you fat boy. Hey, Shuck. Did you go over to the other house? Yep, you did. Never mind. He left and went over to the other house. Oh, yeah, I know. But my dog Shuck, his name literally means demon. So, Jinton. Okay, there's the second one, Jinton. Yeah, flaming. He is Godzilla, actually. It is a statue of Godzilla. It's just I just taken decided to rename him for the show. Oh, and yeah, you're right. It does look like his eyes just follow you around wherever you go. That is cool. Looks like an angry little Chihuahua lizard. Bowser. There's another one. Oh, yeah, his mouth is wide open. You can't close it. Our names, baby. Yeah, that'll work. Jinton. I like that. So Jinton's the second one. Bowser's the third one. And we've got Godzuki for the first one. So let's see. We're going to do one more name to pick. And we got our four names for the poll. If somebody can figure out how to put that into a Discord. Yeah, any other names, guys? Anybody else want to name my little buddy here? Anybody else want to name my little guy? All right, cool. You know what? We're going to make this even cooler. We're going to give him actual Godzilla eyes. Where they're all blue. Rawr. Last one is Bill. Please, scary flying shark. No, scary flying shark isn't going to be good enough, guys. We got to come up with something witty. Eddie from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Rawr. Let's see. Let's switch it that way. All right. Said Gary has a name. Yeah, I heard Gary, iMac. I'm just thinking. Let me see. Yeah, we got to come up with something witty. You know, Gary, we got Godzuki, Bowser, and Jinton. I like Jinton. You know, that's going to be my vote. All right. See you later, Brian. Hope you enjoy it. For me. Jägerfeld. Jägerfeld actually means dragon child. You know, Jägerfeld. I like that one, but I can't spell it. I know what it means, but let's see. Someone spell that one for me. I know it's a YY. YYIAG. Jaeger. You know what? Let's go with something a little easier. Let's see. Let's go with You know what? You know what? That's a good one. Genage. Genage. Gen and Gage put together. Rednet likes my name. Yeah, I like your name too, Gentar. I'm so tired, but I can't miss these lives. Thank you, Nacho. But if you need to, man, get you some rest, you know. But thank you so much for feeling the need to have to stay up, man. It's a big honor. Let's see. Genage, final answer. Yeah, Genage, final answer. That's going to be my final one. We got Jinton, Genage, Bowser, or Godzuki. There we go. If we go with Jinton or Genage, that means that we got a girl. If we go with Godzuki or we go with Bowser, we got a boy. We'll just play it that way. All right, guys. It looks like we're going into our last 10 minutes here, guys. I hate to say that, but it's been a great hangout. I really enjoyed having the poll with Baby Godzilla over here. Clint Clan. Clint Clan sounds like something that would travel around with Sun Wukong. I am Clint Clan. Watch all. Oh man, that really does sound like something out of a nice old Chopsaki flick or something like that, man. I needed that laugh. Thank you, brother. All right, guys, we only hit 6 likes today. You know, that kind of sucks, but at least we had quite a few viewers come in. I hope we got a few subscriptions from this. It would be really nice, guys. It's always fun to have new people show up. If you're new, you still got 10 minutes. Pop on down and say hi. Let's see if we can at least get those likes up in these last 10 minutes to 10, which only means we have to get 3. We definitely ain't going to hit the 20 mark before tonight, guys, so no singing tonight. Granted, nobody really wants to hear that granite voice of mine anyway. Oh, my God, guys. You know, I make those jokes. But in all honesty, I enjoy singing for you guys sometimes. The fact that y'all actually asked me to made me actually feel kind of funny. The GOAT, don't forget to check out the Discord to vote the QD is up. Oh, the queue is up. Okay. See you later there, Yidaddy. Or Yeedy. Yahidi. Thank you for saying you'll come on back. You know, we'll be back up and running tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock Central American time, guys. Gonna open the chat for the after party. Hey, Jen, do you want to join the after party for a couple of minutes tonight, or do you want to jump straight into our time? Some days streams are slow. It's Friday, so not many people are partying. So a lot of people are partying. No, I totally get that, sweetie. I understand. I'm glad to get viewers anyway, guys. Hell, I have 699 hours worth of view time today. So I'm actually pretty happy with myself today on that one. You don't want to? Okay, baby. That's fine. We'll jump straight into me and you time, okay? Oh, sweetie, I got your answer the first time, baby. It's all good. It does matter too, though, sweetheart. That's why I ask you, baby. All right. So, don't pressure her now, Foxy. She don't want to join. She don't want to join. We got our reasons. Your opinions, thoughts, and feelings are valid. We understand there, Foxy. It's just she's wanting to speak with me on our own. That's what it's about. Genzilla. We're not going to go with Genzilla. We got our 3 names. Genton, Genage, and Bowser and Godzuki. So we got our 4 names to vote from. We got to see which one's going to win. I'm kind of hoping for Genton. That's kind of my favorite one because Genton sounds freaking awesome. It sounds like the name of some kind of Jotun hero of some sort. I am Genton. Put up a vote. You know, I got to figure out how to do that first. But when I figure that out, I will. Let me see. What's this little button down here do? Filter community moderation. Well, I see. So far, 2 votes. Oh, okay. I've decided to sleep in tomorrow, so I'm gonna stay. Nice. I thought of that. Our names. I know my Jen. That was awesome. Yeah, click the pin comment to vote. All right, guys. We got 5 minutes left. I love you guys to death. You know, I really, really do. It's been an awesome night. It's been an amazing day. Other than the fact that it's been a horrible weather day. The weather's just been nasty. I'm having to use rubber boots just to go between the houses. Okay, we're going to see then. I definitely might give that a vote. Give that a chance there, Genton or KG. I have to finish my commission art after stream, so work, work, work. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I know how that is. I gotta check my email and everything to see if Dark Knight Armory has messaged me back yet or not. I've given them a day so far, so I hope that they'll actually take and message me here soon. Because if they do, we're gonna be doing a lot of demonstration videos, guys, and hopefully I'll be able to afford their Fafnir armor. Because then your Silver King for the Knights of the Holy Rose Sanctum guys will actually have his armor, and trust me, it looks awesome. So I only need about $600 to get it, but it's gonna look great, guys. About 6 months we gonna have it. I hope. Even if they don't take and accept me in about 6 months, I'm gonna order that armor anyway. How much is the armor? Yeah, it's like $600-700. It's expensive. Hey, Boxing Kudos. Oh, thank you, sweetie. I've got to refill out the application. I'm going to my dad's tomorrow to have him help me with it so that I can actually do it right. I can't believe I did it wrong twice. That annoys the crap out of me. But that just goes to show you guys I'm not very good with this technology stuff. So I'm really working my butt off on this, guys. So I do apologize. But anyway, guys, we got 3 minutes left. Time's a ticking away. Minutes into seconds, bro. Always that way. All right, man. See you later, KG. We got 8 likes. We only need 2 more to make it to 10. So let's go on ahead and see if we can hit 10 likes, guys, before the end of the stream. So we got about 2.5 minutes left. So I'm going to go on ahead and do my typical end of the night speech. You guys are awesome. I always love returning customers, or returning viewers, but at the same time, for all my new viewers and any new subscribers I got today, thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed the Knights of the Holy Rose Sanctum. S.A. McCundon? I guess that's how you say it. What's up then? I want you to sing the feller song, Mr. Edwards' song in Little House on the Prairie. I'll have to find that song. I've never even heard of it. But yeah, I'm gonna go into my normal spiel here, guys. I love all of y'all. Thank y'all so much. This channel honestly would not work without you guys. Y'all are always returning. Y'all are always bringing new people. The Discord is doing great. Everything is coming together, guys. It's going to be you versus Boxing Kudos. I don't know, sir. I've never seen Boxing Kudos fight, but he's knocked out his last opponent. So, but I do not prefer to be, argumentative or confrontational in here, guys. So let's keep it nice and simple, because this is the last minute. But love you guys. Thank y'all so much for returning. It's been a great honor of mine to do this show and to be a part of your guys' lives. Y'all couldn't make me feel any better than what y'all do every day I get on here. So remember, guys, here in the last 30 seconds, see you from the swamp, later from a gator. Love your mama, love your papa, love yourself. Be kind and always find a way to help. We'll check you guys later. And as always, this has been Clint Gage. This has been Final Thoughts. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock Central American time. Goodbye, my friends, and good night. Here we go.